Okay, Hangtime Ultimate Skydiver Part 3. I got the radio installation all complete. Got the wires running between the servos, my AR 500 Spectrum receiver mounted. Remember, you need to bind it if you are going to use a 2.4 radio before you mount it into the Skydiver. But let's see if I can get a close up here. Got my extension cord up there, all of the wires, and the the receiver is wrapped in a Velcro on top and bottom for vibrations. Not that there's a motor or anything vibrating, but just because I like it. Anyways, make sure your antenna is coming out where it is not going to be pinched. Same with your extension. Take the chest plate, mount it on here. Make sure it's not pinching or binding anything. Then take your 4 screws and mount them in the holes. Do not over tighten them because they're a pain to rethread. You have to put epoxy in the holes and all that. And if you do ever splat this thing on the ground, best thing to do is get some fiberglass cloth and some epoxy and just glue it back together. Matter of fact, that's what I did right here. His back broke in half because the chute didn't deploy. Don't ever try to launch this guy off a 46 size trainer. Well, a 46 size trainer with a small wing, because it will not work. Anyways, I kind of jumped ahead here, but step 3 says to install the large round servo horns like this onto the arms. The holes have been pre-drilled to do this. Use the number 2 by 1/2 inch special screws made for plastics for insulation. Use all 3 screws in each arm. Tighten these screws tight, but not over tighten them to strip. And here's a picture of what they're saying right here. There's the parts, and that's what it looks like all done up. So, and then once you get that done, the next step is to mount the arms with the the screws that came with the kit, and then put the chest plate on. I'll go ahead and read step 4. Attach the 2 arms as showing using the supplied longer number 2 by 3/4 inch screws. Do not use the screws that came with the servos. Tighten these screws tight. Orient the arms so that they are at the same angle to the body. If you are using 180 degree rotation like I'm using, make sure the arms go from straight up to straight down. If you are not, you may want to leave the arms slightly forward in the upright position. Next, you can install the chest plate as shown with the number 2 by 1/2 inch screws made for plastic. Well, let me go ahead and gather all that stuff up. Here's the arms. Oop. Get this guy out of the way. Okay. Here's the arms. I got the 2. These. These are actually screws I bought aftermarket. They are plastic screws, but the other ones I had stripped out because these are very tight holes. Go ahead and take the rubber bands off, holding them together. Came in the package. And when you put the arm on, you have to rotate this till all the holes line up. If they don't line up, just keep rotating it. And there we go, I got the hole. So I'll put these in there. The ones I bought are actually flatheads, so get them started. Go ahead and zoom in. That. Same with the other arm. There's actually a small ridge, I don't know if you can see it, on the top of the servo arm, and it actually goes into the bevel that's on this. So like I said, just rotate it so you see this holes line up, and they are. Well, make sure I can't get it any better. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Now your servos come with a bunch of different arms. You got the T arm, the straight arm, and all that, but like it says, use the round arm. I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up, and come back, we'll mount the arms onto the diver.